Good evening. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your financial market wrap-up for this Wednesday, January 20th, Inauguration Day 2021, about 6:40 p.m. Welcome, President Biden. It's very simple. Mr. President, welcome to the office. You know, the one thing that I do appreciate, Joe Biden's been a lifelong politician, and he's now reached the pinnacle as to what he was reaching for. Win, lose, draw, got to appreciate a man that makes it to the goal that he's always wanted, and that's important. We all have goals, and it's nice when you understand that you reach them, so this is a good thing. Now the question is, can he do what he said he could do? Can he bring the country together? Can he get things done? Can he reach peace in the Senate so they can get bills passed or truly fought about, but not every single item like the past 4 years? You'll see the scandal as the president has released some of the papers now about Hillary Clinton. That'll be interesting as can be as to how that all works. But a lot of things going on. The pardons have been issued. As I understand it, the president did not pardon himself or his family, and he issued many other pardons. But that is the end of that era. It sounds just so weird, but it's true. Now whatever he does, he's got a 4-year battle if he wants back into politics to make himself relevant enough to the point where whatever he's going to want to be, he is. As for the markets, let's go to them. The market welcomed President Biden's administration and the president with new record highs. Did you actually think it was going to go down big today when he took the presidency? I know I did not. I thought it would be an update, just didn't know if it was going to be a strong day, and I don't know if it'll carry through, but that's the greeting. When you take a look at the chart, you've been in a gradual uptrend, so that move, not hard to pinpoint, away you go. The swing line is still not in a trend. You still have a pattern of a lower low, higher high in the S&P. And you can see that the swing line is now pointing back to the upside, but not trending. When you come to where did the market stop? Well, each time it's been the 18-day average. I mean, it's there in front of you. Traders got to learn how to work with moving averages to understand them. That doesn't mean that it's anything more than old history, because it's not a forward-looking number. It is a number that tells you if the market should break that number wherever it comes in tomorrow, taking into account the live data, that could be the first support zone. Where's resistance? Right here where the market stopped. I was laughing when I saw this. I saw the market rally up to that number, and I had to go get my COVID shot today, so I've gotten mine. And I went up, and as I was leaving, I went, you know, I'll bet that I don't have a lot to worry about from that number as I got the shot. And lo and behold, that's where the market phased itself, and it might re-embed. Now, that would be the important thing. I want to take off tonight's data of Thursday. So let's get that off the chart. Both numbers over 80, but not the day before. So could we embed by Friday? The answer is yes. So I wait and I see. Do I ever tell traders to initiate new positions at a Bollinger Band? I'll answer that one very simply. Never. So we'll talk about that too. In the NASDAQ, overbought, ended the downtrend with the rally today over these highs. In fact, did we end it yet this day? This day's high 2 days ago was 13,032.75, and right here, nope, 13,032, 1328. So there we go. That's where it ended. It ended on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. If the market rallies, I'm going to look for resistance at the 18-day average. You got over it, and you'll probably just hang on that number for a little bit. I wouldn't expect it to run away from it in a big way. Could it? It certainly could, but I'm not expecting that. As we come over to the Dow, you can see that you've got what? A market that is trying to embed. Both numbers over 80, but you can't count Thursday. So you go to the day before, come on. Both numbers over 80, not over 80 for both numbers. Same type of scenario. We could get an embedded reading maybe later this week by Friday, but you don't have it. You have not even taken out this previous high, which I find interesting. But again, what's the importance of that 18-day average? I'll let you take a look and see that. The Russell has been the strongest of the indices, but as I wrote my clients and told them yesterday, and I've mentioned, there's a rotation now back into the other indices. It may not last long, but that's where the rotation's going. So this has been the stall market while the others caught up to what this has been doing. This has been the strongest of the markets. If the market breaks, maybe it leads the way down. I don't know. I know that right now, all this is an embedded reading, which is powerful. It tells me on the pullbacks, the traders want to be still. The pros buying this, and they're still looking to see until it tops out, can it get to the Bollinger Band again? The VIX is caught in this sideways action that I did a full explanation of for you yesterday. This number's moved up from last year's numbers, let's say, by what, 8 points or so is where the bottom is. It's not as no risk on, but the market is just drifting. There's no sign here that the trade is scared of anything or just saying, let's forget everything and throw a band into the wind. It's just churning sideways. In the bond market, very neutral right here. Market just still in a downtrend. This high did not clear that one yet. Oversold condition. I don't think you're attracting new money to go short, but there's no reason on that chart to be long. Your bias is down, your trend's down, and you're oversold. 10-year note, no trend at all. Got a higher high, lower low. If you drift up, maybe you get to the 18-day average where that would be like ringing a bell going, I'm still neutral. That's all you can say. In the dollar index, again, each time you hit this upper Bollinger Band, you have a problem. Now, will the trade do what they've done before? Will they view this as a pause in front of the election, wanting to see the Biden administration's philosophy, and then resume the bigger downtrend? That's what the market is waiting to find out, and it's the flip-flop for the eurocurrency. The trend is down, you've hit your lower band, you've been running it for the past week and a half or so. The question is that it? It's oversold, not embedding. We'll find out. There's just been nothing to do in those two particular markets. In the British pound, you've been overbought. I'm laughing today as the market went up again, hit that Bollinger Band. You know what I was doing? I'm going to put a bell in my office where I can ring it. And these key markets, as they hit them, when we're all back together in the offices, I imagine eventually one day we will be, we'll see what goes on. They did tell all the brokers in the country by the CFTC mandate that came out that we don't have to return to offices. They've extended that again until I understand April 15th. So it'll be a while because, you know, some people just don't want to go to the office. They don't want to be around other people. Until the vaccine works its way through the society, what can you do? You're not going to tell somebody to come in, you have to go to work, and then they get ill. God forbid they pass away. You want that on your head? So while the CFTC said April 15th, they'll judge it again, and I appreciate that they understood the problem that we all face having employees. So that's the resistance point. Not much you can do in an overbought market. Bitcoin is the most reluctant break I've seen in a very long time. I still think the market's trying to get to that 18-day average. It certainly got pretty close today. And that originates when you lose an embedded reading unless you go over the most recent high. If you want to see a chart that had lost it, came back, and it didn't work when you lost that embedded reading, go to a sugar chart. You'll see it very clearly there. Then we get to this wild swing, and that's all I can call it, in the Brent versus the WTI from 372 down to about the 270 level and giving up a little ground in the market. Here's the March Brent. You have lost the embedded reading. What do I say? It can be a delayed reaction, but often that leads to price and the 18-day average coming together. It'd be the nearest key moving average, and that's the one on this chart. I'm wrong in that thought if you took out the high up here, that most recent high. In the WTI, you've never lost the embedded reading. This is still very much a bull chart. While the swing line is down, this rules the day, not the swing line. You got to know when to throw that away. And the pros are buying these breaks until they're proven wrong. Now, in the morning, we're going to get the API numbers, and then on Thursday, let me see, today's Wednesday, I guess on Friday is when we're going to get the EIA numbers. Remember, this is all because of the combination of the inauguration and Martin Luther King's birthday. Then we get to heating oil, which still has the embedded reading. If it loses it, I look for the 18-day average. If it maintains it, why not 165.22? In natural gas, no trend. Higher high, lower low. Even when it started going up and moving, it got itself instantly overbought. Pretty hard to trade a market like that. It's been void, as I call it, of a trade. As you hear me talk about these indicators, understand I'm going to be doing a set of mini courses. Now, if you've taken my charting course, you're ready for the mini courses that follow. That's going to be my new profile of things that I do. If you haven't, you want to. But at the minimum, you want to read what these different indicators are. I only talk a few of them here. But here's a complete explanation by our good friends at Modern Trader magazine. And I think you will find that this makes sense. It's free. Each of the volumes about 20 some odd pages long, and I think you'll find they're chock full of a lot of information for you. You can go to our website under the keyword there, free offerings on the right. You can call my staff. They'll get it to you as well. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.